Welcome back to Afternoon Express. So it's because it's the weekend, we thought we'd make something super delicious as a slight little treat for this coming weekend. And I want you to head over to Twitter and talk about our fritter, because that would be amazing, right? If people did that,
yeah.
You'd be very happy with them,
yes.
Right? What exactly are these? They look amazing.
They do look so cool, don't you think?
They look so, so cool.
So if you want to get your 5 a day, right? Khulubi's here, she's all about that fitness, you know that. So I want to incorporate that 5 a day there, but we kind of like take a little bit of add a little bit of me. So I'm taking that 5 a day and covering it in donut batter.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah.
That's only Clem can do. So how do we get started with making these?
So first of all, in my mixer already, I've got a little bit of self-raising flour. Actually, no, sorry, it's normal flour. I'll explain why in a second. Normal cake flour and a little bit of salt. You always add salt to your baked goods.
Yes.
Brings out the flavor of everything else.
And salt and sweet brings the salty, brings out the sweetness, and the sweet brings out the salty.
Like you and me. A little bit.
Who's the salty one? Who's the sweet one? You'll have to decide on the social media account.
There we go.
Great.
So I used normal cake flour.
Yeah.
My leavening agent's going to be some baking powder.
Okay, cool.
So that goes in there. But you can totally cheat this. Leave this out and just use self-raising flour. Done.
Okay, cool.
But you want the leavening agent to get about that poof, right?
Yes.
You must.
You want, obviously, your dough mustn't be out this flat. You're kind of just battering it on the outside. You want to create that sort of donut-y experience.
Exactly, that fluffiness. So
I was waiting for the chef to use the big words, but he didn't. The
what
fluffiness.
words did you want?
I mean, red.
Like full of voluminous.
Voluminous, aerated, lovely cloudiness.
So I've got 2 free-range eggs in there, and some canola oil, and then some milk. So we're gonna first add a little bit at a time, or just like that. Keep that bit to the end.
Cool.
You just check the texture of your batter.
Oh,
That's what it's all
also
about.
just in case someone says got milk, then you've got. But it's actually for later.
So then we're going to use some Selati Castor Snow.
Okay.
And we're using it in our batter. What's great is because it's quite a fine granule, it mixes into the batter really easily.
Yes. Okay,
You're not going to get any grit in there. It's
dissolves nice and easily. I mean, always the biggest criticism I ever got of my baking was that my sugar didn't dissolve properly inside, so I maybe should start investing in something else.
There we go. So I'm just going to give that a mix. So easy. You can do this with the electric hand mixer. You can do this with a whisk.
Yeah, I'm sure Khlubi would do it with her hand just to add extra fitness while she's about to get ready, her treat ready. She's going to
she actually told me this is how she gets ready for competition. She makes batches of donut batter. She just whisks it up.
It's tries the trick to healthy life.
It is. It's all about balance. It is. Okay, cool. So what I've done is I've dipped in the apple cores into this batter.
Okay.
Look at that. And then into our oil. Ooh. And that's going to start frying. So I'm not going to spend any more time doing the rest.
But you've got them done here, which is amazing. But what do you serve these with, by the way?
So what I've done is I've taken some Selati Castor Snow, mixed it with some cinnamon, and created like a nice little cinnamon sugar. So normally you would just dunk them in there.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to drizzle.
Oh, yummy.
And then we're going to add a little more flavor.
Oh, wow.
This is optional. So you can use maple syrup, you can use some golden syrup. So I'm gonna do it in half of it.
Okay.
So you can use some honey. Just in half of it. I'm gonna keep the other half just cinnamon sugar. What do you think?
Great, it looks amazing.
You know what? I'm gonna add another fruit in there. A little squeeze of lemon. How's that?
Yummy. Is that it?
It is. What
Simple
do you think?
like that. It looks amazing. You can get the recipe from our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Super delicious treats we're making on Afternoon Express. I'm going to take this over to the ladies. Why don't I?
Wow.
We're
very excited. Yep. And I trust that this is all in order for the Iron Woman. I think this is fit for an Iron Woman, right?
The real test of your culinary expertise is do you start with dessert or mains?
Desserts.
Okay, well, darling, then these are
Let's shake things up.
Shake things up a little bit. It's absolutely
So
amazing.
is your diet quite stringent? Yes, thank you.
You know what? I kind of like giving myself the excuse that I burn it off because I like doing a lot of cardio. So I try and dodge and dive. But at the end of the day, I try and eat as clean as much as possible. But when I'm in the presence of greatness, I mean, who can resist?
I'm exactly the same. I have this tendency to always want to eat whatever's in front of me, and I cannot control myself. I have no self-control when it comes to food.
Thank you, sweeties.
Whatsoever.
Yes, you want sweeties.
No, sweets
What's
first.
this? Remind us again.
This is that yogurt, lactose-free yogurt and ticker crusted chicken.
And do my jacket.
The raita on the side there. And then to be naughty, we got some of those apple fritters. And then another little treat for you afterwards. We got that ice cream as well. That's for later. That's for later.
It's got the right proteins in it. This raita, I've actually never heard of raita before. What's that?
So what it is, it's that lactose-free yogurt again with some grated cucumber in there, some mint, and a little bit of salt and pepper.
So it's a slight variation on a...
Go for it.
Go for it. Tell us what you think. It's a slight variation on a what's that other stuff with the cucumber and the yogurt in it?
Tzatziki. How do you say it?
Chicken is quite tender. I love it.
That's the yogurt. The lactose free of lactose yogurt does that. Makes it nice and tender. Yummy! All right, guys, enjoy your dish. We're going to get tucking in here right on Afternoon Express. We'll see you guys back on Monday between 5 and 6 right here on SABC 3. And Ahmad van der Merwe's in the loft. Cannot wait. We'll see you then. Bye.